I'm Briana the Magical Blue Dragon, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be guessing books based on Google Translate's descriptions of them. My assistants compiled different book descriptions and then put them through Google Translate using these languages. These languages were used because they're less accurate through Google Translate in terms of what ends up coming out when you translate back into English, and so it's going to make it a little bit more of a challenge for me to try and guess what the books are. There was a little bit of debate between my assistants about whether or not to use the names of characters in the descriptions or to omit them, but for this video they decided to leave in the names, and maybe in the future, if I ever do this again, we'll omit the names to make it more challenging next time. Using Google Translate is a popular trend on different media platforms, whether it is on TV or through YouTube, so I thought I'd go on ahead and try it out, but in this case using it to guess books. Let's get started! I'm going to go on ahead and read the first one now. I came with us for the magic of the universe. A Pooh Bear, a hare, a night owl, and Kanga's brother. Anyone who has this name, or if this name has any significance or importance, I'm very sorry if I think I'm gonna butcher it. But, Kanga's brother and Garanico lived in the forest. The story of Christopher Robin. This is the biggest and best problem that can come in and out of your mind. That is, if you're an adult, it's really boring and really fun. It hurts to think what the world would be like without him. Oh gosh, I actually don't know the exact title, but it's Winnie the Pooh and Christopher Robin. But now I'm gonna read the actual description. Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milner. Come with us to an enchanted place, a forest where Winnie the Pooh lived with Piglet, Rabbit, Owl, Eeyore, Kanga, and Little Roo. The stories are about Christopher Robin and these good companions having wonderful times getting in and out of trouble. It is all very exciting and really quite thrilling no matter how young or old you may be. That definitely changed. It is painful to try and imagine what the world would be like without them. Oh, so that last statement was still pretty much there. So I'll go on ahead and do the next one. Percy was the most feared Ion Exon himself in 12 years. I wonder how you become an Ion Exon and how you can become the most feared with 12 years of being an Ion Exon. With the help of an Athenian comedian. Released in America. You know, I don't think Annabeth would like being called that. There is no way to catch a thief and put it on the table. You know what? No one put the thief on the table for sure in the book, so I guess that's true. On the way to his glorious existence, many enemies wanted to stop him. That's an understatement. And the first thing we need to do together this week is practice at my father's house and become friends. You don't know about your father's house, but I asked him for a fun thing. That's you. I think it's Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. I'm gonna go ahead and read the actual description and find out if I was right. Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. Yeah, I got it right. 12-year-old Percy Jackson is on the most dangerous quest of his life. With the help of a satyr and a daughter of Athena, Percy must journey across the United States to catch a thief who has stolen the original weapon of mass destruction, Zeus's Master Bolt. Along the way, he must face a host of mythological enemies determined to stop him. Most of all, he must come to terms with a father he has never known and an oracle that has warned him of betrayal by a friend. There were definitely more differences than with Winnie the Pooh. And her beautiful but flawless personality, the perfect lesson for her mental relationship with Emma. With Emma Jane, isn't an experiment. So I guess Jane Austen is going science fiction now? Beautiful, beautiful, and wealthy, Emma Woodhouse was happy to be one of the few children who lived a life like this. Not about love or marriage. If there is something in the world that other people do not want, when would you like some good advice? Yeah, Emma doesn't really give the best of advice, but okay. Smith, John Knightley tried to defend the king with a device. And wisdom wanted our settlers to get their advice as soon as possible. Okay, so now we've gone with a pilgrimage story with science fiction, and there's something about a king because he didn't make hope. In the beginning, it was pretty accurate to Emma by Jane Austen, but then at the end, it just went completely somewhere else. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Emma by Jane Austen. I don't know of any other Emma Woodhouses, but I'll go on ahead and read the actual description and double check. With its imperfect but charming heroine and its witty and subtle exploration of relationships, Emma is often seen as Jane Austen's most flawless work. Beautiful, clever, rich, and single, Emma Woodhouse is perfectly content with her life and sees no need for either love or marriage. Nothing, however, delights her more than interfering in the romantic lives of others. But when she ignores the warnings of her good friend Mr. Knightley and attempts to arrange a suitable match for her protege Harriet Smith, her carefully laid plans soon unravel and have consequences that she never expected. There were a lot of differences between the two. And he said to them, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel." And the king of Egypt said to him against Ahab, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel." Ishmael is one of the most influential writers in American history. So while Moby Dick is written from the perspective of Ishmael, I have a feeling that the most influential writer that they were speaking of was Herman Melville. It does make sense that this one had a lot of religious context with it because of the fact that Moby Dick contains a lot of references to the Bible in it. I'm guessing it's Moby Dick. A classic masterpiece tells the story of the wandering sailor Ishmael and his voyage on the whale ship Pequod. Commanded by Captain Ahab, Ishmael soon learns that Ahab seeks one specific whale, Moby Dick, a white sperm whale of tremendous size and ferocity. In a previous encounter, the whale destroyed Ahab's boat and bit off his leg, and Ahab intends to take revenge. The first line, "Call me Ishmael," is one of the most famous opening lines in American literature. While I was able to understand what the description was in the previous, it definitely strayed a lot from what it was supposed to be. The creation of a large number of monsters by drawing operations of awesome local alcohol. Who is responsible? Its creator or creation? I don't remember there being a lot of drinking in Frankenstein, but I'm guessing this is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I mean, the main thing that has me guess that is who is responsible? Its creator or creation? And that's basically a major theme in the book about who's responsible for what happens, but I'll find out. As a result of Victor Frankenstein's creation of a monster out of the remains of human corpses, a series of horrifying events occur. But who is responsible? The creature or his creator? That last part was pretty accurate. It still got the main theme right. Otherwise, I think I would have been a little lost. So I went back, but was able to take these things from the Book of Life. If you don't listen to non-magical service audiobooks, you can go to the actual service page in the living room. Assume the page is invulnerable in our world. Then think about how the letter takes us to Earth. There is a story about the boy's father. Mrs. Live the life of a merchant as you read in My Primitive in the Heart of the Ink. Okay, I think I know where we're going here. So-called cows? Evil ensigns? Capricorn? Is that what they're meaning here? Leader, quit your killing job. Could be Capricorn here. In the living room, Maggie quickly got into the book she was reading. Yeah, we're going with Inkheart here. I knew it. Along the way, it was enough for Maggie to learn how to use the magic that created this dream. There is no need to change the lineage. It's a living story. It has been changed in any way. Yeah, Inkheart by Cornelia Funk. Imagine if it were possible to bring the characters from a book to life. Not like when you listen to an audiobook with such enchantment that the characters seem to jump off the pages and into your bedroom, but for real. Imagine they could actually climb out of the pages and into our world. Then imagine if those characters brought their world into ours. This is the story of young Maggie, who lives a quiet life alone with her father Mo. I love Mo. A bookbinder, until one cruel night when Mo reads aloud from Inkheart, and an evil ruler named Capricorn escapes the boundaries of fiction and lands in their living room. Suddenly, Maggie is smack in the middle of the kind of adventure she has only read about in books. Somehow Maggie and Mo must learn to harness the magic that conjured up this nightmare. Somehow they must change the course of the story that has changed their lives forever. This is Inkheart, a timeless tale about books, about imagination, about life. I would have been really upset if I had not gotten this one right because it is my favorite trilogy. As a living baby, only one woman died during childbirth, leaving Oliver behind. Charlie's rebels came out of the candle. Charlie's rebels came out of the candlestick and destroyed the heavy streets of Radana. He was aware of cases of juvenile delinquency, helping thieves, and Thomas's protests over money. Regardless of age, Caesar helped unfold the story. Nonfiction film and TV editing. So, in the beginning, I kind of was getting Oliver Twist, but with the end, I mean, I've never read Oliver Twist, so I don't know. I think there is a character named Thomas. I have no idea where Caesar comes in, or really a lot of these things, actually. So I'm going to guess Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. Let's see if I'm right. Born to an unmarried woman who dies after giving birth, orphan Oliver Twist seems destined to slog through a dismal life in the workhouse. A rebellious cry for more gets Oliver banished and ultimately lands him on the dismal streets of London. The young outcast finds refuge with Fagin and his band of thieves before fate intervenes and puts Oliver in the hands of a kindly benefactor. It is likely that Dickens' own early youth as a child laborer contributed to the story's development. Oliver Twist has been the subject of countless film and television adaptations. Okay, that makes more sense now. Because of the length of this video, I decided to split it into 2 parts, so I'll be uploading part 2 shortly. How have you guys been doing so far? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in part 2. Goodbye!